Hey sisters! Welcome to Pioneer Ion Sports. I'm Madeline.
And I'm Corrine.
Today we have a wide variety of topics to talk about, starting with makeup.
So you don't think it's about makeup in sports, but there's actually a fair bit of makeup in sports.
Oh yes, especially cheerleading.
There's a lot, I have so many questions for them. I want to know how it stays on the whole time. Are they going off and they don't leave the field.
It stays on all day, the whole time at a cheer competition. It stays on the whole time.
And you can see it all the way from the back row.
Exactly.
So
they put on so much makeup, and the eyeliner, the wings are so long.
They're always so perfect, and they somehow color match their lids to their uniforms, and it's always and I wonder if there's standards for you have to have your makeup look like this.
There probably are. If I know cheerleading, I know there are standards.
Did you do cheerleading?
I did for a year. I did competition cheer for 1 year, and our makeup stayed on all day. We caked it on, so much makeup, but from far away, it looked great. Up close, we looked like monsters.
Yeah,
but
you look a little insane when you get close. I did the same. I did dance for 6 years. I didn't do competition, but we still had to do all of the caking and baking and all of that to make our makeup look good from really far away. So.
Oh yes, especially the light. You don't want the light to drown you out, and you look pale. Sometimes we would have to go get spray tans too.
Ooh, it was, my worst thing. Spray tans. But cheerleaders are also, I don't feel like they get talked about in a way of how they look and how they perform and how they wasn't there a show where they were trying to it was on the college level for cheerleaders, and they were kicking them and taking them?
Yes, I forget what show, but my favorite show has to be Dance Moms.
Oh,
that's what I think about. That's what I've been thinking about this whole time, and all the makeup and the little dance moms.
Because contrary to popular belief, and I will die on this hill, I feel like competition dance anyways, it may not be a sport, but it takes the same amount of you have to have the skill, you have to have the dedication and precision, and ballet, watching those ballerinas, they are so strong. Those guys that can lift up those girls, they have to be able to lift.
Definitely the most athletic athletes ever, out of all sports.
Yeah,
dancers are the most athletic.
Dancers blow me away.
They blow me away.
I think everyone is a little each sport in the industry requires a different skill level of strength. And dance just so happens to it just requires certain things that maybe football wouldn't.
Right.
Or maybe there's things in football they do more, which not to say the dancers don't do strength training, but I think they do a lot more focus on the arms, because
they gotta throw the ball. Exactly.
They gotta get it.
Even watching Dance Moms, you see how those girls, they grew up dancing, and all the drama, all the people telling them they're not good enough. It just is hard on the soul, the self-confidence.
I mean, we see what it did to JoJo Siwa.
Oh,
so
we do see what it did to JoJo Siwa.
So,
yes,
that poor girl. She's living her life, and she's doing it.
She's definitely something.
But with cheerleaders though, they are such a pivotal part of sports. I feel. I don't know if everyone would agree with me on this, but I feel they get the crowd hype. They keep they keep it the lulz. If something goes wrong, they're hey, it's okay. We're just gonna be happy and cheer them on and keep going.
Yes.
I just feel they're pretty important.
Especially if the football team is losing, the cheerleaders are the main people that have to keep the crowd going, because the game's not doing that.
Yeah, you have to keep them up and excited about what's going on. Even though they're losing, the team has to be inspired to hey, we got to get better, we got to do this, and if the crowd's just kind of then it's
just sitting there on their phones.
Exactly.
It's not gonna work.
The cheerleaders are gonna hype them up and get them going.
Yes. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about some of the best fitness things for women.
There are definitely obviously crossovers. I think working out is good for everyone.
Right.
It's a benefit for everyone, no matter what you do. But there's definitely have you seen those memes on TikTok about when I go use a machine after a guy used it for leg day, and girls have stronger legs, whereas if you try to go use a machine after a guy used it on arm day, you just hang there. You can't. It's
it's very different.
Yeah, but there's definitely things that are more beneficial to women for workouts like Pilates, yoga, things like that.
Dance, volleyball, even basketball.
Yeah, I think, basketball. I was not very good at basketball when I was in school.
You know, I still don't even know how to play basketball.
I don't either. I double dribbled all the way down the court.
Yeah, I shoot with 2 hands.
Yeah, you gotta catch it with both hands and run away really fast.
Exactly.
Hold it close to your person. Yeah, exactly.
I can't say that I've ever taken a Pilates class, but I know that it has really blown up in the community very, very much, on TikTok especially.
Yeah,
I see girls all over my For You page doing Pilates. Some of my friends have done it. Personally, I don't see the interest, but
I personally don't either. I'd rather just go to the gym and like put my earbuds in and just kind of like focus up and do strength training.
Exactly.
But I guess like to each their own. I have noticed for sure that there's a lot of like guru classes or like you're working out, but are you working out kind of workout classes, like those trampoline classes for.
Can't say I don't love a good trampoline.
Yeah, I mean like it's when I'm like you're getting your heart rate up, and I guess that's one of the most important things in workout is like you get your heart rate up and keep it going. But at the same time, I'm like, to what end?
Like what muscles are you really working out right here?
That's what I feel like it's more probably a cardio workout, but I feel like also these like guru workout groups are very expensive.
Yes.
They cost a lot of money to take, and I'm like, and this is just me. I think like you do what you want. You do you. Like if it works for you and you're enjoying yourself, like maybe they need something to like occupy their time, and they don't like just going to the gym. Some people don't like that. Me personally, I would rather just go to the gym and like no one talk to me, like I focus and then like leave in like 2 hours flat, kind of thing.
I think a part of it, what makes these classes so appealing is the social aspect. You get to meet other women who are interested in the same things as you. You know, at the gym so many times, at least for me, I don't like talking to other people. I mean, I don't really go to the gym, but the times that I have, I don't like talking to people. I don't like seeing people, I don't like people watching me work out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's awkward, but at Pilates, you're all doing the same thing.
Yeah, and you're all there for the same reason.
Yes.
And you end up like making friends and stuff like that.
Exactly. So I think that's one of the biggest appeal is making friends.
Yeah, for sure. But, working out is super good for you. There's also certain things like for women that are like pelvic floor workouts. They're really good for like when you for pregnancy, because it makes like giving birth easier and stuff. So like there's lots of things in like workouts and fitness that are super important that I feel like don't get like talked about or highlighted, but then you have to pay someone like $100 a month for them to tell you what's important. So I wish there was more like readily available information for people.
I agree. There needs to be more information about these things, especially for women.
Yeah. And there's a lot of information on TikTok about it, but we're about to probably not have that anymore. So that's okay.
What about goat yoga? Have you heard of goat yoga?
I have heard of goat yoga, and it's so, I would do it just to hang out with a goat, honestly.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about goats. They're kind of weird to me.
That's fair.
They're not my favorite.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's really all we have today for Pioneer Eye on Sports. I'm Corrine.
And I'm Madeline. Bye, sisters.
Bye, sisters.